What's up, guys? You are now partying with Fight Party KO. Come on in, let's party.
If you love boxing, like we love boxing, you got to come party with us at Fight Party KO, baby. Boy, look, we got an excellent show for y'all today. Again, welcome to Sunday service. You know what I'm saying? I'm your man, AWL Mighty. We got the magic man over here, Juice God. Behind the wheels of steel. And we got an excellent show. I'm not going to get too excited like I did last few times. Juice,
No. Get excited. Get excited, man.
He said get excited. We had an excellent knockout yesterday.
Excellent,
oh, my
man.
God. Virgil Ortiz knocked out ERICKSON LUBIN within 2 rounds, baby. And then Boots got in the ring. I'm going to save some of it for the show. For the show.
You better believe we're going to get to the bottom of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. What happened to Virgil? Oh, my God.
Love it. But yeah, what else you got on the show for him today, Juice?
Man, you know we got that confirmation about the Northeast matchup, Shakur versus Teofimo Lopez, January 31st. So we're gonna break down what's going on with that fight. Also, no more pay-per-views, and it's gonna cost you about $500. The DAZN Ultimate plan is here. Let's get into the facts and the nuances of how this new model is going to work. We got all the info on that for y'all, so just stay tuned. We're going to break it down. But first, Almighty, we saw a very impressive Virgil Ortiz knockout of ERICKSON LUBIN in round 2. Oh, my God.
Very impressive. Impressive.
What were your thoughts overall, man? I know it was a quick fight, but there's still a lot to take away from that performance.
Man, I think... All right, so I'm not going to take anything away from Virgil. Matter of fact, are we talking about Mexican boxers?
Oh, hold on.
Is that what we doing? We talking about Mexican boxing? Huh? Hey. Yeah. So, Virgil Ortiz did what a normal Mexican boxer would do. Apply pressure. And he started quick, boy.
Quick.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, Virgil Ortiz, like, I don't step backwards. I don't know if you knew that, Lubin, but you should have studied the tape. I don't go backwards. And if I do, it's only because I maybe lost my balance or something for a quick second. But I'm back in your chest. I'm back in your chest. And it's like every punch is like laced with C4 and all kind of dynamite, dynajizzle. And it's just... And bless his heart, poor Lubin. I hoped he wasn't as shot worn as he looked, but he just started covering up. Lubin, your nickname is the Hammer. I didn't see no hammers thrown at all. It was just, like you got hit one time, and it was like, oh Lord, help us, please. And you just kind of just doing this and then covering up, and then just, I was like, come on, Lubin, where your hammers at, baby? You got a tool belt? Pull your hammer out, player. Let's go. And it never happened, and quickly within 2 rounds, Virgil Ortiz, just unleashing and ended up hitting him in the top of the head. Boom, you saw him kind of slump a little bit.
Yeah.
Then hit him again, boom, and he slumped even more. Then the ref just had to just jump in because Lubin was just slumped up against the ropes, you know what I'm saying?
That ref was like, oh, I got to save him.
Ref was like, nah, player, no sir, we got to go on ahead and stop this right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
It was kind of like the Windows.
So 3-Bay, we see you 3-Bay. Yeah.
Shout out to you, 3-Bay. But yeah, it was like you know when you shut down a Windows computer and it makes the sound like doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Lubin did that when he got hit by Virgil. Just shut down. I'm sure he had more he intended on doing, throughout the fight. But at that point, he just shut down, man. He just shut down. I thought the announcers were kind of jumping the gun. They're like, yeah, this tested chin, this weak chin by Lubin. I'm like, dang, man, his chin ain't that weak. And then Virgil comes second round. Boom.
Bam.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, Lubin needs to retire now. He has no chin. He has the chin of Amir Khan right now. You know what I mean? He's another Glass Joe at this point. He can't be trusted. I mean, like if I'm in his corner, as soon as I see him take 1 or 2 big licks, I'm already thinking, I'm already grabbing the white towel, like, hey now, hold on now. Right, exactly, because dude, technically is still extra young. You know what I mean? In his 30s, you got the rest of your life to go, and you've been concussed a few times. Like
Oh
your
yeah,
chin
because
has failed you on several occasions, Lubin.
that Fundora fight, that was a lot of damage.
There was a lot of damage in that fight right there.
Yeah, and you could tell with that quick Charlo knockout, that
Yeah.
wasn't good for the nervous system either. Grand opening, grand closing.
None of it.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Right. But Ortiz did what he was supposed to do. I really feel like that was the message he wanted to send to Boots, because Boots was in the crowd.
Oh yeah.
Boots said, "And I'm gonna make sure I get here. I know with all the government shut down, he was like the flights wasn't working right, so I went ahead and set up an earlier flight just to make sure I got here. Because y'all talking that trash, talking about some, I don't really want to fight. Okay, well I'm gonna go out my way to make sure I get here. And y'all didn't provide no provisions for me to get here. I said, no, we coming anyway.
But
So,
Virgil made sure he got in that ring.
Yeah, I like how Virgil called him.
Before we get to Boots, though, I think Virgil is passing the test, y'all. As he moved up to 154, there were some questions about how good he was, if he was like a weight bully needing to stay at 147. He had that very deadly and dangerous rhabdomyolysis, in which it's not the most common disorder, but it is serious, man. And I know weight cuts are hard for everybody, but when you're trying to weight cut with a disorder that basically eats your muscles, when you get dehydrated, that is nothing to play with. So clearly Virgil is healthy at 154. He has power at 154. He's shown that in every fight he's had so far in the new weight class. And he made quick work out of a good boxer. Like in the boxing community, we're so quick to poop on somebody when they get knocked out or if they lose. But in reality, Lubin is a tough fight. He's this very skilled fighter. I guess his weakness is his chin now, but other than that, he didn't really have like a major weakness that I could think of. He was sort of just well-rounded. So I'm very impressed with Virgil's performance. Even though it wasn't like it was a very good knockout, but it wasn't like he was landing shots over and over to get there. But I like how Lubin couldn't even get any real estate in there.
None.
Like Virgil was smothering him the whole time. And I just was impressed. I've always been a fan of Virgil.
Just in your chest, man.
In your chest, like get your dog. Can you please get your dog? He may not bite, but I don't know. I can't tell from this angle. He's too close. Get him.
I can't tell from this angle.
He don't know how to go back. It's against his religion to go backwards. That is blasphemous for Virgil to go backwards. He's coming forward, getting in your chest, throwing that left to the body, and he gonna pull your guard down. He gonna pull your guard down to land a shot over the top. Like I just think that him and Boots is gonna be fireworks. Shout out to you, Virgil, for coming out with the big statement performance, and then asking for the smoke at the end. Having Boots hop in the ring. Overall, I didn't catch the undercard. I had some other stuff going on yesterday, but I was able to tune in for the main event and grand opening, grand closing, man.
Grand closing. And you know what? One more thing about Lubin and why I think he should retire. He only landed 3 punches. Did you even pinch the bitch? Huh? Did you even pinch him? Goodness gracious alive, son. You landed 3 punches, Lubin. Come on, man. We can't say you top tier nothing. You landed 3 punches in the fight, in the whole fight. The fight ended with you landing 3 punches. Go ahead and have a seat, sir. You know what I'm saying? If you got some children, go kiss them on the forehead and tell them daddy's home now. Okay? No more training camps. Daddy's home. You got a football game coming up? I'll be there. I'll be cheering y'all on. If you got a little daughter and she in ballet class, you'll be there for the recitals. Be a good, proud girl dad.
Doesn't that mean Lubin would be good for somebody like Errol Spence to come back?
Lubin is good for a name right now. And I think De La Hoya knew that. He was like, this is going to be a good name. No one is saying he's all the way past his prime yet, but Ortiz is gonna go ahead and make sure it happens, and that's what happened. And so I got to applaud De La Hoya on that matchup too. To be honest with you, it was a good name, very good.
Oscar like action in his main events,
and De La Hoya understanding where Lubin was in his career, and was like, all right, you still got a good name, and people still respect your craft, and this, that, and the other. So yeah, let me throw you in here with this vicious Rottweiler I got over here, named Victor Ortiz.
Virgil Ortiz. You know, I caught somebody. I forgot his name, but I saw somebody on Fight Hub TV. He started out his interview and he said Victor Ortiz instead of Virgil. Yep. You saw that?
I saw what's his name be on there with Paulie all the time.
Chris Algieri?
Chris Algieri. I heard him say it too the other day.
Okay.
And his partner had to correct. He was like, "Oh, you meant Virgil?" He's like, "Yeah, I meant Virgil."
Yeah. So you ain't alone on my. You ain't alone.
That just lets you know that we are real hardcore bots. We've been watching for a long time.
Real hardcore.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so certain names when you say it and they Mexican and but Virgil, you deserve all the respect. So
all the respect, man.
I ain't even gonna act like I'm not gonna even try because I'm trying to say Virgil every time, sir.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Virgil. No, you good. Virgil definitely earned the respect of the boxing community with that win. Big statement win in what was considered to be a 50-50 fight. I definitely wanted to give Lubin some time and some credit, but man, this is what we want to see right here. Boots versus Virgil, boxing community, guys.
Definitely want to see that. Good. This
is very, very important. I know we play around on the show a lot, but this is serious. Almighty.
Yes, sir.
This is important. I have to address the boxing community. Please do not mess this up. We got a perfect fight that's pay-per-view worthy. Both fighters in their prime, they young. Don't mess this up. Don't overcomplicate it with the negotiations. Set it up. This is how you get new fans to the sport. This is how you reward the loyal hardcore fans. Don't mess it up. It's not that complicated. Make the fight. Don't do no 3 more tune-ups. Don't do nothing like that. Set it up early next year. Let's get it. Shoot, give them time to rematch. Let's go. What are we waiting on? Don't wait till you get fighters talking about they want to retire and then they move to a different weight class and then it doesn't make sense no more. And then they give all the belts to somebody in 3 weight classes lower. Like, nah, bro. Let's just make the fight. They could do a trilogy if it's that good, but don't mess this up.
Do not.
Eddie, Oscar, Turkey, whoever I need to talk to, don't mess it up.
They both got out of their last fights unscathed, not injured or nothing like that.
Round 1, round 2.
From what we know. Yeah, exactly. They were both very quick knockouts, just like that. So, I mean, they are ready. Don't mess it up. Don't turn this into Boo Boo and TT mix. All right? They ready. They ready now. They just hyped the crowd up. I mean, the crowd was going crazy. That was the biggest part of the night. They was going back and forth. I thought it was about to get, I was like, uh-oh. Don't hit nobody right now. I mean, save it, because it started getting a little heated. Virgil was like, nah, we got to talk about this now, because your dad started talking this, blah, blah, blah. And then Boots like, hey, it don't matter. Time is now. So man, I was like, okay.
Yeah, because they were talking like, hey, y'all been talking a lot. Well, y'all been talking a lot. Like, and apparently there was some sort of something sent back and forth, negotiations, contract.
Right.
The fight, we didn't get the fight. I don't really get too caught up in the high school gossip. I'm like, are y'all fighting or not? Did we get the fight or not? Like, who sent what, where? Hey, I'm interested in the fights. I ain't interested in all the lunchroom cafeteria gossip. Fight, or move on. But this is a fight that makes sense to make. Y'all could have made it at 147. It didn't work out. Virgil had the health reasons. Boots had his own campaign. Y'all in the same weight class now. Let's take advantage of the situation and really turn 154 up. Maybe the best weight class in boxing, debatably, as far as talent.
I think so. Yeah.
So
as long as they can keep pumping it up like this, man, it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger.
Right.
Because 154 is a weight class that a lot of people can make, you know. And so
Absolutely.
it's a nice little weight class. So anybody around 147 can make 154. Any people around 160 can make 154.
Yeah, Conor
It's
Ben
just
could
a
sink his way back in there. Ryan Garcia could
exactly,
pop up. Like,
exactly. You
you
know what I'm
know,
saying? We saw Errol walk into the dressing room and dap Virgil up, so he can come on back. Like you were saying, maybe fight Lubin and make a nice splash coming
hey,
back. But no,
yeah.
Lubin, you need to go sit down with your children.
Okay.
Hell, why?
Ain't nothing wrong with sitting down with your kids, man.
Mm-mm.
They were talking about possibly pivoting to Virgil versus Spence next.
Mm-mm.
You got the double Texas thing. You know Jerry Jones. He like, hey, y'all gonna sell out? You know the AT&T. It's AT&T, right? Dallas
Yeah,
Stadium. Yeah, y'all gonna sell it out? Two Texas boys, 154. You know Spence made for pay-per-view. And he was
Yeah.
there. He in the mix. He in shape. I mean, if Boots can't, if Eddie don't want him to fight Virgil next, hey, we gotta have these guys fighting somebody.
That's only if something happens with their negotiations or something like that. Like maybe both of them think they're supposed to be the A card and they can't come to a decision or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't even want to see Errol come back to Virgil. I'm still trying to, like, Errol ain't fought in what, 8 years? Not really.
Last time he fought was 2023.
Not really, but I'm just saying, close
July
enough.
2023.
Right, and it's like you look bad against Crawford, and then you've been out for since July 2023. I don't know if you want to come back to that. I know you'd be like no tune-up and big fish and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know, man. Not you might not want to throw your fish out to Virgil right now because Virgil eating. He eating right now, man.
Facts.
So because I'm a huge fan of Spence, maybe that's the problem. I'm such a huge fan of Spence that I don't know, man. I don't want you to come back to that. Not right yet. Let's see how you go first. See how you look. And then at the same time, I really just want to see Boots and Virgil get it on because we've been waiting on this since they were at 147.
Right.
So it's been years in the making.
Yeah,
Seeing
it's
how
brewing.
the crowd went wild last night, and then for it to be a pivot. Yeah, Errol and Virgil will sell in Texas. They will. But they can do that after the Boots and Virgil fight. Because let's say Virgil loses to Boots. Still a good fight in Texas. Virgil against Errol Spence. Now they both got one loss.
True.
They both trying to make a comeback. Whoever wins that fight will probably be up as a mandatory for the champion or something like that.
Right.
You feel me, 3-Bay? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? 3-Bay said facts. Shoot. So I just think that fight can sell.
Is it 3-Bay or 3B?
Oh yeah. How about that? Is it 3-Bay or 3B?
Because 3B is catchy. Correct us. Is it B or Bay? We just want to get it right.
Right. Exactly. Because a lot of times when it's a B-E-Y, you say.
Yeah.
3-Bay, if you can let us know. But yeah, that's cool. But that fight, I think, can be made at any time.
This is Virgil's promoter.
Oh,
I think Ortiz versus Spence at Cowboy Stadium. Biggest all-Texas matchup in history. And Charlo versus Boots as the co-main. And the winners fight each other. Just might be fire. Makes sense. Charlo and Boots both turned Ortiz down. Charlo turned Ortiz down? That's a fun card.
Probably when he was fighting Canelo. I'm pretty sure he turned down a lot of fights when the Canelo contract came on his plate.
Yeah.
And then everything else was Boo Boo and TT Mix because, like, no, I got the Canelo fight. So I don't care who else is talking anything else. I got the Canelo fight. Oh, my gosh. Right. I got the Canelo. Like, everybody's like, well, I got the Canelo fight. That's money. So yeah, I can't say you duck nobody if you got Canelo on your plate. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand. It's a good money grab. It ain't like it's a Jake Paul fake fight. It's a real fight against a real boxer who's out there. And it's going to be so many eyeballs on you. So if that was the case, I can understand them sending the contract and Virgil was like, I want to fight Charlo. And Charlo was like, no, player, I'm fighting Canelo. So I can understand that, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Boots and Virgil right now, how the crowd was so hyped, I think it'll be a disappointment if they don't fight next. I really do. I
It
like
definitely
that
will be a
card.
disappointment.
I like what the promoter just put up there and all that, but I think Spence and Charlo should be on the undercard. Period. And then whoever wins their fight can think about fighting the winner of Boots and Virgil, or the loser of Boots and Virgil, because then all of them have one loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Charlo only has one loss and a draw. Spence got one loss. The loser of Boots and Virgil will have one loss. You know, so I would rather that. But Boots and Virgil should come next, ASAP. I don't give a
ASAP
fat rat's
Rocky.
ass. I don't get ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg. But it need to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't
Do you
make
hear
sense
me?
to not make that one. It just
It don't
don't.
make no sense, man. Right now, like time is right, man. It seemed like it was a WWF crowd when they was in the ring last night,
Right,
man.
right.
You
Yeah,
know what I
because
mean?
the
So
build
when the
up, the
crowd is
energy.
like that, man, and they going back and forth talking like that, like that's the most entertaining I've seen Boots, period.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
because
Boots is kind of mild-mannered, monotone, low-key.
he's one of those I'm gonna show you in the ring.
Right. But I think Eddie Hearn put a little fire up on his ass, like, hey, man, you got to go viral. You got to go viral right now.
Yeah, and Virgil.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the pronunciation 3-bay.
Mm-hmm. 3-bay. There it is. Salute.
But yeah, I think all the back and forth, because Virgil team been saying like, hey, we sent a contract. They said no. I ain't gonna talk about this no more. We done asked him for the fight. He said he need 2 tune-ups, and hey, I'm not gonna talk about that no more. We've been ready to fight. So I think that's kind of why it got so intense in the ring. I feel like, like because they both like, nah, your team said this and da 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 da. So
right.
Hey man, it's exciting. That buildup is exciting.
Very exciting.
I appreciate Boots for pulling up to the fight. And you know, with everything so complicated nowadays, you don't really know who's saying no. It could be the managers and promoters, trainers. And what is the no? Is it oh, we want to fight in our city, we want to fight in this size ring, we want to fight on this date early in the year.
Sometimes it's low key. I don't know if my fighter gonna win, and I'm still making money on him being undefeated. Right. You know what? 3-bay, right quick. Who you got winning Boots versus Virgil?
Who you got?
Let us know that in the chat. And if you're thinking it's gonna be a knockout one way or the other, what round you think is gonna happen? Let me know that, 3-bay, because you sound like you're intelligent over there. So I'm interested in your opinion. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it, man. That is the fight I want to see, probably the most in boxing right now.
That's the biggest fight. I can't think of no bigger, because I like Canelo Benavidez, but that lost a lot of steam with Canelo losing to Crawford.
It did.
And it became less relevant with Benavidez moving up, and he willing to fight Better Biev and Bivol and all that. So it's like, that shit kind of sailed.
Right.
Shakur versus Tank, that lost some steam with Tank just losing interest in boxing. And I don't want it to just be one-sided with Shakur just howling up at the moon every night and the moon not responding, you know. You know how the dogs be howling at the moon, hoping the moon respond, and it's like every night you out here, woo, 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 and
the moon not respond.
You know, it's a big deal when the moon responds to the dog, but don't nobody care when the dog always howling at the moon.
Right.
And I don't even Shakur too double a fighter to just be only worried about Tank. So that fight has lost some steam. Anything else that's brewing is kind of like almost like a fantasy matchup that I can think that's bigger than that fight. So
yeah,
2 guys in their prime, same weight class, undefeated, knockout artists. Like, come on, man, make that fight and make the money too.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Like they were in that heated discussion, and then Boots slid in real quick at the end, like, yeah, let's go make this money. Then they both started grinning, shook hands, and like, all right, yeah, it's gonna be a good fiery gentleman match. You know what I'm saying? You know, some gentleman matches are just too gentlemanly. It's like, hey, y'all ain't, come on, that's a fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they were talking some trash. Seemed like it got a little heated too, and then all of a sudden they shook hands, grinning when it was like, "Hey, let's make this money, though." You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
As soon as Boots said that, Virgil, you're right. Let's make this money.
Yeah, let's make this
This is a
money. And I'm gonna
huge
whip you,
fight,
but
man.
let's make this money.
And I think they need to keep pumping it. Like both
Yeah.
of them need to just always talk about it. Every time you get interviewed, say something. You got to be fiery when you say something too. You can't be in that monotone stuff, Boots. You got to be fiery when you say it. You know what I'm saying? And they ask you about anything. I want Virgil Ortiz next, and I'm gonna whoop his ass. You know, like you gotta keep just talking that trash and say it proudly with your chest. You know what I'm saying? Clear your throat and say it. Virgil, I mean, you kind of mild-mannered too, I ain't gonna lie. But you do have that little Mexican heat streak that flow through you. So anytime a camera get in your face, I need your eyebrow to furrow up and, you know, just kind of get a little gritty real quick and be like, I don't give a fat rat's ass. I need to whoop Boots' ass. You need to say it proud. Throw that Mexican fire and heart in your mouth when you say it. All right? Shit. I ain't playing with y'all, man. This needs to be a big fight. I need this fight to be like everything. Because you got the perfect ingredients for it, man. All the biggest fights is like a very athletic, talented American black fighter versus an extremely talented Mexican warrior. You know what I mean? It's and
Yeah,
I
it's
need
fire.
the crowd and all the audience. Feel free to pick a side, but it's a friendly fire, all right? It ain't no, oh, well, the blacks against the Mexicans. Nah. Okay? We ain't doing that. This is a good time. So talk your trash like you playing Madden with your best friend or something like that. You see what I'm saying? You're talking good trash back and forth, but it's all friendly fire. Okay?
Right.
We don't want no racial divides and all that kind of stuff. We got too much going on against all that anyway right now, especially where we living these days. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So let's just make this a good event for both cultures. This should be a celebration, actually, for both cultures, for boxing, and for the United States.
Boxing.
And for Mexico. You know what I mean? This could be something that really unites the country and just big things happen from it. All merchandisers, get your t-shirts ready, get your hats ready, get everything, get your bobbleheads ready, because I'm trying to make this the Super Bowl of boxing.
Come on now.
Trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So before the TKOs start and all that right there, and I'm going to be paying attention to that. We're going to talk about that a little bit later too. But right now, as far as how boxing is constructed right now, this should be the Super Bowl. And we can bring these cultures together in a nice, competitive, trash-talking manner. I like to talk trash. I like to talk shit, okay? So I want to see that. But like I say, you got to do it like you're playing a game with your best friend. And y'all talking good trash. But it's your best friend, so, you know what I mean? Y'all can be cool after the fight. But don't be cool before the fight.
Yeah.
After the fight, feel free to go have a beer and, you know what I'm saying, and toast up and show everybody like, yeah, it's a sport. We good. This will bring boxing up. It'll bring the country up. It'll be a nice little stimulus shot for all the depressed people that's in the country right now, because a lot of just dumb stuff going on right now in the country. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We ain't got to get into that. And I think this would be good for everyone's morale, to be honest with you.
And not to mention, we need a big, real American fight, not these circus fights. We need a real fight. Two fighters, same weight class. You know, I like the stuff that brings, you know, casual fans in the big events. I get that, but we just need a traditional, regular fight, like for some belts. Like it just makes sense. It makes sense to me, and will help get more people wanting to make a big fight as well.
Agreed.
Because fighters need that incentive. Like, hey, if I'm gonna go get my head knocked off, I need to make some serious money and get some notoriety and credit, which is understandable. You don't want to just get your block knocked off for $20. I get it.
Exactly. You don't want to get it knocked off for $20.
Right.
For 20 million.
20 million. Hey, I'll run it with Wilder. 20 million.
You know what I'm saying? 20 million. I go to the concussion tent.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna sell it. I'm shoving people at the weigh-in, all type.
You know what I'm
20
saying? I'll
million?
go to the
20
concussion
million?
tent for 20 million. You know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine turning somebody down for that amount of money.
Me neither.
You know?
Me neither. At all.
That's a lot of money. That'll make you rethink some things. 20 million?
Ain't that a lot of money, Layla Ali? I ain't gonna get back on that. I ain't gonna get back on that not right now, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of money on the table.
Quack.
But you're pretty. You're extremely pretty and you're well spoken. And I'm, like I say, I'm still a bigger fan of you. But, you know, I'm getting off subject. I'm still a little, you know. I love Layla Ali, man. Okay, so real quick, I just didn't want to see. It was like Felicia Rashad battling Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you battling Sexy Red, Felicia Rashad? If anybody don't know who Felicia Rashad is, that's like the Huxtable's wife. You know, that's Claire Huxtable. No, you just going ahead and trump Sexy Red, and you be upstanding and nip it in the bud. You know what I'm saying? Claire Huxtable should not be going back and forth with Sexy Red. It just shouldn't happen. And so that was my only gripe. So a lot of folks thinking I was like hating on Layla and picking Clarissa. No, it ain't the case. It's just I got so much respect for Layla. I don't think she had to even stoop down to that level. That's it. I just want to get it off my chest right quick. It was burning. So
Man, that's very, you know, sometimes you got to get it off your chest, man. Sometimes you got to get it off your chest.
Yeah.
You rocking with us, man. Please leave us a like, a comment. Let us know, man. Let us know what y'all think about these fights. Show us some love. We coming to you every Sunday with the Sunday service. Got Juice and Almighty here breaking it down, keeping it interesting. No, y'all got to hear what's going on in the boxing community and stuff like that. We got you. We got you on all the news, everything that's happening. This is your source. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, Fight Party KO. Share it with some boxing friends, man. Let's get this thing lit, because we here every Sunday, every week. We bringing y'all polls, videos, all sorts of stuff, man. And you know, we got another fight announced.
What is these? That is correct. This
January
is another
31st.
big fight that I'm looking so forward to. I think this is a good litmus test for both fighters, to be honest with you. A lot of people. And
you said you got TEO knocking out Shakur.
Ooh, did I say that?
No, I'm just instigating. I'm
just saying. Hey, it's a possibility.
Anything's
it's
possible.
Definitely a possibility. Shakur is coming out of the Boots camp, and so I mean not Boots, but Terrence Crawford camp, but and so it's like everything Bud seems to be winning right now, and by the fact that you that close, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I see. Hey, it's a lady.
Hey,
Ecom just checked in. We see you. We see you too. But for as far as Shakur and Teofimo, I think Teofimo has what it takes to get Shakur out of there, to be honest with you. Teofimo is already at 140, and Shakur will be moving up to 140. Teo has fought and beaten far better competition than Shakur Stevenson has. Shakur is very technical with all the. He's very, but Teofimo can get very technical too, like how he did Lomachenko. I mean, he just outboxed Lomachenko for a minute, kept a stiff, hard jab in his face the whole time, then kept dropping the twos right behind it. And I think if he can get Shakur up against the ropes,
that's probably his best performance, right?
Yeah, that was his best performance. And I think it came because he felt like he was the underdog. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it was his best performance. Shakur seems to be able to pull magic out of a hat. You know what I'm saying? And a rabbit to come out with the magic. But you ain't fought nowhere near the competition of TEO. I'm just saying, like, what was his best win? Oscar Wilde? No.
Shakur?
Shakur's best win was
Zepeda.
Santo.
Zepeda?
Okay, but Yeah, I feel you. It was Zepeda, and Zepeda doesn't hit that hard. You know what I'm saying? Zepeda does not hit that hard at all. And I'm thinking like, okay, you can stay in the fire with somebody who doesn't hit that hard, but can you stay in the fire with somebody who got C4 laced on their knuckles? And Teofimo is coming to try to knock you out. He gonna test that chin, see what's really going on.
Absolutely.
Is what's gonna happen. He has the athleticism and the boxing IQ to do it. And,
I think this is the right guy for Shakur to show it, because TEO isn't that tall.
He's not that tall.
And that, I think that's been kind of the thing that's been throwing Shakur off a little bit, like as he moved up to 135, like the taller fighters kind of being able to close the distance and stuff has made him a little more cautious. So I think that I'm very interested in seeing this matchup in the ring. Good 50-50 fight. I think this is a good opportunity for both to show their skills off. TEO, even though we've seen some flashy knockouts from TEO, we haven't seen a knockout from TEO in his last 5 fights. Since he's been at 140, he's only had 1 knockout. That was his first fight against Pedro Campa. The other ones have all ended in a decision. And a couple of them were a little underwhelming. Jermaine Ortiz, some people feel like Ortiz edged TEO out. TEO versus Steve Claggett, a lot of people felt like he should have got Steve Claggett out of there. So it's interesting to see how he'll do against somebody like Shakur, who isn't like a big fighter or power puncher, but is extremely skilled. And well, as you said, we see the best from TEO when he's kind of like the underdog, feels like people think he's going to lose. Right. That's when he really digs deep and showcases his best skills. And then Shakur, when he's dealing with somebody who can punch, he tends to fight defensively and conservatively. So what's going to happen when he gets rocked, especially if it's early? Is Shakur going to get on his Lance Armstrong and be pedaling around the ring on his bike, or is he going to stand in there like he did against Zepeda and maybe take some unnecessary shots to give the fans something interesting and maybe react to the boos? Maybe he trades more because of the boos. There's a lot at play here with this matchup.
TEO is more, he has the punching power similar to like an Edwin De Los Santos. Yeah. And we saw what Shakur did against Edwin De Los Santos. He was just on his bike the whole time. Now, he said he had a hurt hand, and he always got a hurt hand, so I got to believe him on that. But he was just on his bike. And I think TEO is betting on that as well. And so TEO, you got to be working on cutting off the ring. You got to be working on trying to get him up against the ropes like Zepeda did. Shakur says Zepeda brought everything out of him. And I don't have Zepeda nowhere near close to the level of Teofimo. I personally think Edwin De Los Santos would beat William Zepeda, to be honest with you. And Shakur was like, oh, man, that brought everything out of me. And I'm like, ooh, if that was the case, then I think, TEO might have an advantage here.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Yeah, but TEO, you got to make sure he's mentally ready too, because he has so much outside drama going on. Yeah, and he be spazzing out. But a lot of times for big fights, he locks in. He locks all the way in. He stays in shape year round, just like Shakur. They both stay in shape year round. The athleticism of TEO is going to be battling the IQ of Shakur. But TEO got a high IQ as well, man. So
he do. It's chess match.
Yeah, man. So I'm really
so TEO got the edge in power. Who got the speed advantage?
I'm going TEO. I think he's more explosive. He's more fast twitch muscle fiber. His jabs come out quick.
Faster than Shakur?
Probably just as fast, but with more power behind it. Yeah. Like when I saw him jabbing Loma, he had a good, quick, stiff jab. And I was like, oh, wow. And it put Loma in his place. Loma was like, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Loma couldn't even start fighting until like the 7th round against TEO.
Yeah, he was downloading data for a while, wasn't he?
Exactly. And Loma got the best feet in boxing. Well, he retired now, but at that time, his feet
Ballet
way better
feet.
than Shakur's, in my opinion. And so for him to not be able to get out of that jab, and he was the Matrix and all that, it's yeah. Shakur got some tricks up his sleeve, and he out of that Bud Crawford camp. So
Who
he's
got a
gonna
better
get points
chin?
for that. Who
Who got a better chin?
It's hard to say because as
We
soon
we
as
ain't
Shakur
seen
get
Shakur get
touched,
hit much.
as soon as he get touched, he get on that bike. Like Edwin Daniel Santos was trying to test that chin, but he was like, nah, take that Scantron back. Nope, not taking that test. I don't have no number 2 pencils over here.
Take the Scantron back. God.
No, sir. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and drop out this class. So, yep, I dropped out. My mama signed it. She okay with it. We out.
About to
We
get
out, player.
homeschooled.
Right. All right. Exactly.
Oh
And
shoot.
so I think TEO has better feet than Edwin De Los Santos, probably similar power, and maybe a better IQ, higher IQ. Definitely fought tougher fighters on a higher echelon, I'll say.
Yeah, Teo's last couple fights: Arnold Barboza, Steve Claggett, Jermaine Ortiz, Josh Taylor, Sandor Martin, Pedro Campa, Cambosos,
Yeah, man.
Loma, Richard Comey.
Yeah, man.
That's a good run.
That's a good run right there.
Yeah. Zepeda was probably definitely the biggest test at 135 for Shakur because nobody knew who Yoshino was. Edwin he won, but barely.
By the fact that
Artem
he was trying to pass Edwin off to Tank, like, now you got to fight him then. It was like, dude.
and Shakur tried to sign Edwin.
Right, like, boy, he impressed you, huh, Shakur?
He did.
Goodness.
Shakur like, oh, I'm gonna make sure I don't got to deal with this nonsense again.
Right.
I would have loved to see Shakur avenge that loss too.
Are you calling it a loss?
Oh my, sorry. I actually didn't. It was like a Freudian slip. It was like a Freudian slip. I would like to see Shakur put on a real performance when he's healthy against Edwin, because it's something that you just need. It's a skeleton in the closet that needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, it's like, oh, the only thing that's passed is time, but we still remember. It didn't go away. It's probably gonna take like 100 years for us to not think about it.
Right.
And he was gonna have Keyshawn do it.
Do the dirty work for him.
Keyshawn showed up at 250 pounds he was just gonna bully Edwin. It was like, nah, bro. Keyshawn was trying to
about that business though. I ain't gonna lie.
That was messed up. He was trying to do like how Devin did Ryan. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just show up, or Ryan did Devin. My fault. Just show up big, showcase performance, knock you out. Well, you agreed, and nah.
Like, nah, player. That was smart on De Los Santos' part too, man. Very smart.
I think Shakur's response to Edwin post fight is the most positive response I done seen from a fighter after beating him.
Right.
Maybe Canelo Munguia, because Canelo brought Munguia into the camp and had him start training with Eddie and stuff, and he bought him a car and everything.
All that.
Like, oh yeah, he's a nice kid. I like this guy. Yeah. Not usual to see.
Great for sparring in camp and all that kind of stuff. Because Jaime ain't scared.
Oh no, he gonna run them red lights.
Right. Jaime be like, oh yeah, I went to the concussion protocol. I'll go back though if y'all need me to, but I'm still fighting. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still fighting.
I'm saying you gonna meet me in concussion protocol.
Right.
I'm about to send you there.
Right. Exactly.
Man,
but,
so
I'm looking forward to that. That's probably the second most wanted fight right now for me. I can speak.
To Virgil and Boots.
Virgil Boots is one, then Shakur TEO is two. Yeah, for me, I can speak for myself.
No, I mean that's pretty solid. Hey, y'all out there, what are the biggest fights that can be made in boxing right now? Like people in the same weight class, or maybe like one weight class adjacent, but the best real fights that can be made in boxing right now. Right now, we got Vergil Ortiz versus Jerron Boots Ennis, and we also got Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. And Almighty, this segues into the DAZN Ultimate Pass, because Shakur versus TEO is going to be the first pay-per-view fight under the new DAZN Ultimate Pass, right? So for those who don't know, the DAZN Ultimate Pass is DAZN's solution to pay-per-view. So let's get into some of these features real quick. So it's going to be, you can do a monthly subscription for $44.99 a month, or you can pay $449 a year. And in that, you get 12 plus pay-per-views. These are going to be Golden Boy events, Matchroom, Queensberry, Bare Knuckle, Misfits. And one subscription, you know, you don't got to run all over the place trying to figure out where the fights are. Everything's going to be on DAZN. And it's really the solution for boxing fans who want to just not be having to worry about streaming the fights, not be worried about having this subscription, that subscription, what time's the fight. No, you just pay either annually or you lock in the agreement to pay in 12 installments. Almighty, what do you think about this plan for the future of boxing? You rocking with the Ultimate Pass? You think it's a good move, bad move? What you thinking?
Okay, very good question. When I first saw monthly note of $45, I was like, wait a minute now, what y'all trying to do? Goodness gracious. But then as I started thinking about it, it was like, wait a minute. So let's just say it was 2 pay-per-view events going for as cheap as $30. I already got my money's worth.
Yeah.
Now, a con to it, or a possible con, they might make fights that shouldn't be pay-per-view just to satisfy the 12 pay-per-view fights that you get. So that's a con, a possible con.
Yeah, because we don't know. We don't know who's going to be fighting.
Exactly. But I'm such a big boxing fan to where, let's say if you did put Kambosos versus Padley, and you was like, oh, we're going to make this pay-per-view. I ain't going to lie, I'm still going to want to watch it just because I'm such a big fan. And so if it's already part of my $44 or $45 a month, hallelujah, I'm watching. I'm tuned in. Let's say it's like a Derek Chisora versus
Dillian White.
Dillian White. Is that really a big pay-per-view fight? No.
Not for Americans.
Very interesting. Right, not for Americans. But it's really interesting, and I really want to see it. So, yeah. So I'm thinking about, like, if it was 4 pay-per-view fights and I had to pay $10 each for them, but they talking about 12 pay-per-view. So a part of me is starting to lean towards, wait a minute, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah. I mean,
do it, man.
The big variable is, what are these pay-per-view events? Because I read that it said it includes BKFC, which is Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and it includes Misfits. So. Yeah, on the surface, as a boxing fan, if you're telling me I get a pay-per-view, at least a pay-per-view every month, and then that's going to cost me $50 a month, that sounds good. But then when I pull out my microscope and I start zooming in and looking at the fine print, I'm like, wait, is one of these fights going to be like KSI versus Salt Poppy as a pay-per-view? Because you're talking about Misfits.
Right.
You know, and it doesn't say, oh, you get 4 Golden Boy events, 3 Matchroom, 2 Queensberry. Like, no, it's like it's going to be a hodgepodge of any of these promoters' combinations. So I don't know if that's going to be some circus stuff. We know it's not going to be PVC based. So that's not Tank. That's not Berlanga necessarily. That's not Plant, you know, Charlo. It just depends on how they negotiate it. But that wasn't included in the description. PBC, Netflix, so who are going to be on these cards? Like here's what I had this in my back pocket and I wanted to spring it on you. Can we think of 12 pay-per-view events that would justify that? Like not like just with those organizations' name. Can we create a calendar of events that justify that? Because I don't necessarily want to see Edward Willington versus Lee Johnson, you know, at the O2 arena, like
Edward Willington.
you know, there's somebody in the UK right now and they gonna sell it. They gonna sell it, and it's gonna be a nice flyer, and it's gonna have 12 people on there, and we gonna, as American boxing fans, we don't know any of them.
Edward Willington. That was good. That was crazy. Okay, so I see your point. I like where you're going with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it just boils back down to if I get 2 regular boxing fights, maybe it's a Golden Boy, maybe it's a PBC, because PBC has been participating with DAZN.
But it wasn't in the description for the Ultimate Pass. I'm just going off the description. It did not say anything about PBC.
I feel you on that. But let's say I get 2 good pay-per-views, one from Top Rank, one from De La Hoya.
Top Rank is not in the description. Boy. Top Rank is not in the description.
One from DAZN, one from Golden Boy. That easily could have been $80 just like that. You see what I'm saying? And based on those tank type pay-per-views, we've been paying $80, $90 for those. So if I get 2 good ones, that's already my money's worth.
No,
easily.
It's not.
It is.
How?
How much you pay for pay-per-view?
The Ultimate Pass is $500
for the year.
Yeah, you're saying if you get 2
for the month. So I'm just saying for the month.
Oh, these ain't gonna be in the same month. They're not gonna be in the same month. They're not. They said 12 plus.
If I can get 2.
But I feel like the month and look, guys, hey, we reported the facts. This is all speculation, thinking creatively, stuff like that. I feel like the months that they do more than one, it's gonna be Misfits or Bare Knuckle, or cause think Queensberry Matchroom. What fights are they gonna make? Especially without Top Rank, PBC, Netflix. Who are we talking about here? Like, what are the big? Oh, Shakur and TEO is a great first one.
It is.
I like that one. If we can get like a David Benavidez versus Bivol or Better Be, that's 2. If we can get Crawford fighting under anybody, shoot, at this point, he's in the God tier. Anybody at this point, even though that would be Top Rank if Janibek is fighting. But let's say that's 3. We got 9 more at least, and it said 12 plus, so that's 13 minimum. So we really got 10 more.
Baker's dozen.
I take like a Queensberry Matchroom 5 versus 5 again. I would take that as I would love that as a pay-per-view. So that's like where we at 4. That's a lot more pay-per-views to come up with. I don't think Chris Eubank and Conor Ben fighting again.
I'm trying.
It's Hamza. Can you elevate Hamza to that point? What about Usyk? Usyk versus Fabio Wardley? Okay. 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 That's worth $50. I'm struggling to get to 500 because I don't know how it's going to work with the contract legal schmiegel. But if I can do a la carte Ultimate Pass for this month, that month, deactivate, then it could possibly work. But I'm trying to crunch the numbers with the fighters out. What fights?
Who is Moses Atama with? Who is he with? Top Rank, or is he?
I think he Queensberry.
Matchroom. Queensberry. Okay, bet.
It's one of the 2.
So all right. So I think you can also start looking at just the A side. They might just start pumping some of the A sides as a pay-per-view, like Moses Atama versus Eric Willington or Edward Willington, whatever you said, and they might try to sell that.
I don't like that. I don't like that. $50. I
I
didn't necessarily want to pay $50 for a Talon versus Dillian White.
Okay, so
I didn't want to pay for Parker versus Wardley.
Who else is showing boxing right now?
Netflix, Prime, Amazon Prime.
Not every week.
Pro Box. Wait, what was the question? I thought I answered the question.
I'm sorry, yeah. Technically you did. But I'm just saying, as far as tuning in for a boxing match every week, it's DAZN. Pro Box might have something like that too.
Every week? I don't know that anybody has it every week other than DAZN. Not every week. Maybe Pro Box. Pro Box fight was good the other day too.
It was. And shout out to the Pro Box ring card girls.
Shout out to y'all, man. See how American boxing begin now. American boxing begin. We know a thing or two about put on the
Don't.
events.
Right. So I'm just thinking, okay, how much am I paying for what I'm getting? Uh, sheesh, $45 a month, and I get one pay-per-view plus boxing every weekend. One pay-per-view is easily $40, man. One pay-per-view is easily $40. How much you pay for the last pay-per-view you watched?
What's the last pay-per-view I watched? It may have been UFC.
I'm pretty sure you paid at least $40.
Oh, it was more than 40.
I'm sure.
It's closer to 90. But that's a different sport.
Saying? It is a different sport. But at the same time, those Tank pay-per-views were 90. Canelo's were
so
like
you're referring
89,
to
90.
you're referring to March last March? Is that what you're referring to? Tank March?
Tank's, I'm talking about like Tank's last two pay-per-views were like somewhere in that 80, 90
was it,
range.
his last one was in like March? What was his last one when he fought Roach? I'll look it up.
Was that March? Yeah, I think that was March.
Yeah, so since March, I've been cool. Yeah, it was March. So I bought Manny Pacquiao Barrios.
Yeah, that.
These are not Riyadh season events.
They're not. I'm just thinking about if I can get
that's not. They ain't in the past. They ain't in the past. So that's part of my point. They're not included in this
I hear
past.
you, man. I hear you.
So
what I'm trying to say is, even if it's not them in it, if it's something that I wanted to see.
Can you finish the hypothetical list for me? Because we got like 9 more. Like any
You're making it hard on me, Juice.
If they do Conor McGregor versus somebody bare knuckle, that's I consider that to be valuable. I'll pay for that.
So are there any like misfit pay-per-view events? Are there any? Are they already doing bare knuckle pay-per-view events too?
I don't follow it super close, so I don't know. Yeah, but they're gonna put it. They're putting it under this pass. But the last Misfits was good with Darren Till and Luke Rockhold, and then they had Tony Ferguson versus Salt Poppy. That was a good event. I just don't. I don't see myself paying for that, or like when you're talking about $50 American dollars, you know how much you could do with that. Like especially if you're on an hourly wage and you think about that as far as out, like dang, 2.5 hours of work to watch this.
That's like 20 XRPs that you could be buying.
When you start breaking down the value. But I seriously, like, all jokes to the side, I know we like to have fun and make jokes. I can't put together the hypothetical pay-per-views for you. As far as a calendar year full of them, when you're talking just Queensberry, Matchroom, like you need Top Rank, you need PBC to really make it to where, this makes a lot of sense for me financially as an American boxing fan. Because see, if you're in the UK, if you're in Europe, then you may think about it different. Like they think about boxing differently over there. They know a lot more of the fighters week to week. Because like I haven't really been excited. Absolutely. I haven't really been excited about what DAZN has been doing as far as those free cards for a while. They haven't really. I just don't know. I don't know these people fighting. And American boxing has its own problems right now with everybody trying to do the, suffering from the Floyd Mayweather effect, trying to go undefeated and command the most money and just be moved all the way up until 50-0. Like that target is hard to reach for pretty much everybody. So that's been messing up boxing for a while, with people overpricing themselves and not wanting to challenge themselves or not valuing the belts. So I'm not blaming DAZN for the state of boxing. I'm just looking at it as a fan.
True.
Just doing some analysis from both sides.
And I'm also into figuring out these new fighters too. Like as long as I see two people trying to knock each other out, I'm happy. And so that's also part of the plan for me too. If I can watch that every month and get some free pay-per-views.
Well, it ain't free.
Well, not free, but I get some included pay-per-views.
$500 a year.
Yeah.
Really
I hate
450, but you know where I'm going.
No, I feel you.
That's a lot of bread.
It is. How much is like NFL League Pass and all that kind of stuff?
I got an option to get it today for like $220 or something like that.
For the
But
year?
I don't even know. I don't even know how well that can be
year?
compared with ESPN not being involved.
Right. But that's $220 for the year?
Yeah, but that's mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season.
Yeah, it was probably like
Gotcha.
300 or 400, something like that. I don't know. I didn't consider getting it.
Yeah. Because I know some people I think were paying like $100-something a month for them league passes and things like that. And just because they big fans of football. I'm a big fan of boxing. I'm a huge fan of boxing. And DAZN is the only ones who are showing boxing on the norm.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, you go to the strip club and you throw away a lot of money because you wanted to see some nudity and maybe want to hit the DJs and it was worth your money. Boxing is worth $45 a month for me. I think that's what it boils down to. And like I said, I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out the new stars coming up. I'm gonna find out all the up and comers.
Hold on. But this may be advertised as a strip club, and they're fully clothed once you get in there and pay your cover. You know what I'm saying? That's the analogy we talking about here. Because it's like, oh yeah, like live girls.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They got the poles in there, they got the wings, but they coming
got the
out
underwear
there
on, and
big
they got tassels.
overcoats and Montclairs and hats and scarves, and they covered up. And it's like, wait.
They got bullet wounds.
Like, no, I paid
shank scars
for the no clothes. How are y'all coming out in clothes? Like that's what we talking about here. Cause it's like, would you like it if they did 3 Misfits pay-per-views in that 12 plus? I would feel robbed.
Yeah. I
would feel robbed. If Logan Paul is fighting Dylan Dennis again or something, like, no, refund me. You know, that ain't what I'm signing up for.
No, I feel you on that. So the pay-per-views are, you got to figure out how they're going to do the pay-per-views. What kind of pay-per-views?
You don't, but that's the thing. You don't know. You just blind sign. They're not giving a list.
Right. We got to figure that out. So
hopefully Shakur and TEO on there. And part of the reason I'm being so critical is because DAZN has kind of changed their strategy over time. Like they said, we're not going to do pay-per-views anymore. And then actually Ring 4 will be pay-per-view and Eubank versus Ben will be pay-per-view. It's like, wait, but y'all aren't consistent with the strategy and for the customers. And then they even charge American fans more than the fans across the pond. Because it's only like $23 over there.
Yeah, because fans across the pond, they also buying way more merch. They buying way more everything. They just into boxing. So the general pool of money going towards boxing in those countries is just a lot higher. Than the States. But like I say, for me, and like I can only speak for myself, I like watching boxing. Whether I know who these people are or not, I'm trying to see what stars are about to be created. If Edward Willington looks good, you know what I'm saying? Then hey, let's make a fight with Edward Willington and Josh Padley, and let's see how it goes. The winner fight Cambosis, and I'm watching.
But you're hardcore.
That's why I say I can only speak for me. Yeah. So if you're not a hardcore fan like that, then it might not make sense for you.
Yeah. Okay. We're talking about the past. You have DAZN, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been watching these Edward Willingtons every week?
I have. I've been watching a lot more than, I can't say every week, but I watched them. If I'm chilling and I'm trying to like get my mind to be off of training everybody and training all these clients, and I'm chilling, I'm watching. I don't know everybody who be on Pro Box, but I watch it.
Yeah.
And when Friday Night Fights was on back when Teddy Atlas was and even before Max Kellerman got on Friday Night Fights, when it was Teddy Atlas doing most of it and all that, I didn't know who those fighters were. But I was watching, and then all of a sudden you start learning them, and then you start understanding, okay, now you got this fighter versus this fighter. All right. Kind of like UFC. Sometimes you'll be telling me, oh, such and such about to fight such and such. You know them because you've been watching them, but they know names to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know who them people are. And then you watch it and it's like, okay. And then you get into it. You start finding out a little backstory. You start watching a little bit more. Next thing you know, they're a name. That's how I am with some of a lot of the boxers out. I watch amateur boxing. Don't know now none of them. But all right, let me find out who they are. Ooh, dude seemed like he was good. You know, that's how I saw Armani Jones. I didn't know who he was at first, and I saw, oh, okay, dude got a little potential. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you saw him fight last night. Oh, okay, yeah, dude is. But if I hadn't watched it when I didn't know him, he still would have been a no name for me. You know what I'm saying?
I
Josh
think
Padley
this
was a no name, but now he got a little name.
I think this could have a lot more value if they acquire Top Rank or something like that. That I think that would really solidify it, because boxing is just too fragmented, too many promoters, too many different sides of the street. It really just needs that league. I like the possibility of TKO sort of solving some of these problems. Like, hey, just give us a platform where we can see these guys every week, man. It shouldn't be like figuring out a puzzle just to figure out where the fights are being shown and stuff like that.
And even though like PBC Top Rank names wasn't mentioned in there, they do a lot of collabs with DAZN.
Whoa! We cannot lump them in. I like the positive spin, but we cannot include them in this list because they were not on the list. We just looking at, hey, that's fantasy land. That's fantasy. I like that fantasy too.
Ring 4 is a hodgepodge.
That they're charging the full price of the pay-per-view for. That Turkey originally said it was going to be included, and then they went back and was like, nah, you know what? Y'all seem like y'all pay for this, and we're going to charge you going in, and we're going to have a clean balance sheet when we start our finances over in January with TEO and Shakur. And then once we get you baited in with TEO and Shakur, we're going to give you 8 Misfits cards, and then you know.
I'm trying, DAZN. I'm trying. It seems like I'm losing.
DAZN.
I'm trying.
It'll help us all if you come out with a list or something.
Yes.
Like, hey, just
do that.
Do that at least
send Juice an email. Let them know that y'all plan on incorporating some other folks.
Just anything. Okay. Like you scare me, or bare knuckle. Like, I don't even. Come on, man. You getting the toughest guys from Ireland, like out the bars, and then throwing them in, give them wrist tape, and then you just letting them fight. Like, don't charge me no pay-per-view for that. And shoot. If you
agreed.
Really, and hey, DAZN, don't take me as nothing else but a hardcore fan. If you may want to look into that dirty boxing that John Jones been endorsing, because that may be fun to include too if they get the right people on that, because then you can get those MMA fighters and get them kind of doing a boxing thing where they can kind of grapple and punch on the ground. I'm just throwing stuff out there, guys. I'm just throwing stuff out there as a fight fan. But man, I mean, I'm excited to see.
Okay,
that's pretty much all I have on it for today. Almighty, you want to close out with anything?
Well, by the fact that TKO is about to do their thing with Paramount, that's going to be instant competition for DAZN and their package and things of that nature.
Right.
So I'm hoping DAZN, you feel like I got to keep up, because I think TKO is probably going to have like different fighter reality-based shows and things like that. So you really learn who these fighters are. You get a feel for their backstories. Such and such was from the mean streets of Guadalajara, and he had to fight for $5 a fight, and his first 20 fights where he was 17 years old, and like you're gonna start learning the background of some of these fighters, and then you start rooting for them and things like that. I think that's gonna be big if TKO does that, and DAZN you're gonna have to keep up.
Right.
So a little battle between the two, I think it'll be good, friendly fire. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited for boxing right now, man. I know a lot of people aren't, but I am. It's a lot of new up-and-comers who are fiery right now. I mean, Abdullah Mason is fiery right now. I'm looking forward to all his fights. Benavidez, fiery. I know these PBC folks and things like that, but they're still fiery. You got Schofield. Once you stop being hurt and sick, he fiery. Full of energy, full of fire. I'm excited about a lot of people trying to make matchups now. Devin Haney is fighting Brian Norman Jr. You know what I mean? Like people are starting to like fight. They're not just trying to protect their zeros. And so I'm enjoying that culture being cultivated more and more right now. That mindset is growing now. It seems like the fight fans are encouraging the boxers. Hey, if you lose, but you lost great, we love you still. We love you. Like if Fundora had lost to Tim Tszyu and they still had that tough battle, you still love him. Y'all went through it. Y'all went through it. But now if you fight Canelo like Charlo did, then not so much.
Right.
You know, but Canelo fighting Bud, I think a lot, and by the fact that Canelo would stand up about it, like, nah, dude just beat me. Dude was better. He do everything. He does everything good. Everything, like all that, I think it's good for boxing because it's not like, nah, ain't no shame. Yeah, I took an L, but hey, dude is great.
That was a Netflix event too.
Better be Ev Bivol.
That's not gonna be on the. That's not gonna be on.
But I'm just saying, like one fighter had to take a loss in both fights. You know what I mean? And so, but they are still considered great. No one is writing none of them off.
No.
Bivol having back surgery. He going through recovery right now. Still ain't writing him off. So I like that culture that's being brought back into boxing right now. If Tank don't want to fight nobody, then go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, see about your kids, go sit down. But everyone else is trying to fight right now, and I'm enjoying that. And that's why I'm excited about boxing right now.
Yeah, man, a lot to be excited about. Man, we'll definitely break down some more, especially as more details come out.
Damn, that's an hour and 11
minutes. That's an hour. Already? Yeah, we over the time.
But
you know, we'll be back next Sunday, breaking down even
Sunday
more.
Service.
We got Chris Eubank, Connor Ben coming up, so we definitely gonna check back in about that next week. Shoot, I'm good. You got anything you want to add?
No, I feel good about it, man. It was a great show, full of fire, full of energy. Loved it.
Absolutely.
I want you guys to share the shows, comment, do all what you got to do, but it's a party over here, so make sure you bring more people to the party, all right? So right now, I'm your man, ALLMIT. We definitely got Juice God over here. Together, we are Fight Party KO, and we are signing out because big dogs eat on the porch.
About to see the Falcons. Hopefully, they can win in overtime.
Come on, Falcons.